north of Highway 60, back over towards Pulaski into Phelps County and into our northernmost counties as well. Nothing severe right now, and I think our severe risk is going to be a little bit greater today in northern Arkansas, where we have a level 2 slight threat. This would be for storms that could redevelop along a cold front that's moving through right now, and that time frame would be more so in the evening hours. Here's what Futurecast shows: just a few scattered showers on and off during the day, maybe some of the heaviest north of I-44. This is 3 o'clock here, and I'd say by around 5-6 p.m. we may start to see some storms develop here, lining up here along the cold front, mostly into northern Arkansas. That could produce some large hail, damaging wind gusts, and then I'd say the severe threat wraps up quickly. By 10 p.m. we're quiet. The front's off to our south, and then tomorrow will kind of be a dreary day with clouds and maybe a little bit of drizzle. But the cold front has brought some cooler air north of the interstate right now. 48 in Warsaw, 50 only in Camdenton, 66 in Harrison right now. And throughout the day today, temperatures not really going to move too much for many behind the front. Many staying in the 50s only through the afternoon and evening hours, with temperatures by 4 o'clock around 50 to maybe still around 65, 66 closer to Harrison. We'll talk more about the severe threat and a look at when temperatures warm back up again coming up soon. A little bit of rain across the region, all thanks to this system swinging through right now. Cold front at the surface, pushing in some cooler air behind it. And we'll watch this front closely as it moves further south this afternoon. We could see a few more storms try to reinitiate along that front as we head into the evening hours. Now, currently, we have a little bit of rain behind the front, back over in some of our northern and northwesternmost counties. None of this severe, some brief pockets of maybe some moderate to heavy rain in Benton and Morgan County right now. Here's a closer look back over towards Versailles, maybe back around Cole Camp, and we'll continue to see rain mostly north of I-44 for potentially the heaviest into the afternoon, and a few scattered showers still south of the interstate. As we head into the evening, I think that severe threat goes up. It is going to be kind of a lower risk for us today still, but storms could try to develop along that front back here in south central Missouri, mostly in northern Arkansas, and some of those could produce maybe some large hail and some damaging winds. Taking you into the evening, though, by around 10 p.m., I'd say that any severe storms are on out of here quickly with that front. And tonight, a few isolated showers. Then we'll see a little bit of drizzle, maybe at times tomorrow morning for some of you. Cloudy. It's really just going to be a pretty dreary day and on the cooler side. And a few light sprinkles here and there continues into the evening before everything kind of wraps up by Thursday. Clouds clear on out Thursday, and it should be a pretty nice day for us. Today's severe risk, level 2 slight risk, has now been moved further to the south. That greatest threat, I'd say, mostly is back in central Arkansas, but we could see those storms develop right here in northern Arkansas, where we have that level 2 slight threat, level 1 marginal threat here in green. That would be for, in this green area, quarter-size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and then in northern Arkansas, maybe up to ping-pong-sized hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds, and then there's also just a very low but not zero tornado risk as well. And once again, that'd be for a brief severe window this evening, maybe around 5-6 p.m. through around 8. So kind of this short period as that front quickly moves on out of here. Now, over the next couple of days, we are on the cooler side. We'll be in the mid-50s on Wednesday and then 60s by Thursday. That's still below average, but overall a pretty nice day with a lot of sunshine. Friday, we'll have a cold front moving on in as well. It's not going to push in cooler air, but it may bring maybe just an isolated shower or two. That would be more so in the evening hours. Nothing widespread. Saturday, a drier and warmer day, flirting with the 80s, and then another cold front into Sunday. That will bring us maybe a better chance for a few more scattered showers and thunderstorms again. Now, our weather setup features this big upper level trough that's helping push in the cooler air for us here midweek, and we'll see temperatures falling below average from today through about Thursday. However, that cooler air quickly works its way on out of here, and the warm air back over towards the Rockies will start to filter on in for the weekend, and we're back around average. Today, though, below average for many by 4 o'clock, some low 40s north of the interstate, and then some 60s in northern Arkansas. By 9, still in the 40s to 50s with lows tonight, not cooling off too much more. We'll likely sit in the mid 40s out the door tomorrow morning, and then a chilly morning on Thursday in the low 40s. But I do think some thunderstorms across a larger portion of the country and even some snow back over in parts of the Rockies right now. Regionally, we have some of the best rain coverage across parts of northern and central Missouri right now. Currently, no severe alerts out for anyone, but there is a severe risk today. That does include parts of the Ozarks, especially in the northern and central Arkansas, extending back down towards parts of Texas, including Dallas today, and over towards Memphis as well. Level 2 slight risk, that'd be for ping pong sized hail, damaging winds, and there is a very low tornado risk today as well. And for us, once again, that timing would be in the evening hours in a short window, maybe around 5 to 9 p.m. Now, tomorrow, severe risk shifts even further off to the south with the same cold front. Level 2 slight risk back from parts of Texas around Waco, all the way through central Alabama, extending into parts of far eastern or western Georgia, I should say. Regionally, cold front sliding through, cooler air behind it. 49 in Kansas City right now. 53 in Dodge City, 59 in OKC, and 70s out ahead of the front in Wichita Falls right now. And we'll continue to see some cooler air for us moving in for everyone tomorrow. 36 in Denver today, 49 in Rapid City, 90 in Dallas, and back down in Florida, 88 in Miami this afternoon. To recap the weather that we saw in April with our climate report. Beginning here in Springfield, our average high temperature, I should say, for the month was 73.1 degrees. That was almost 5 degrees above average for the month. Average low was almost 7 degrees above where we should be. So a very warm month for us. And Springfield, collectively with our average temperature factoring in the high and low, had their third warmest April on record. Also a very wet one for us, picking up almost 2¼ inches above average with nearly 7 inches of rain for the month. Now in Harrison, certainly not as much rain, just shy of 5 inches as well, but still that was right around to normal for you. Your average high 76.1, 6.5 degrees above average. Your average low even warmer though, 7.7 degrees above average. You had your I believe second warmest April on record. So a very warm one as well for you. Annual rainfall departure, though, I do want to remind you there is still a deficit despite how much rain some of you saw in the month of April. Back over towards West Plains, now 4 inches below where you should be. Rolla's doing pretty okay. Harrison also looking at below average for an annual rainfall. So the rain chances that we have over the next couple of days, very beneficial. A few more scattered showers and storms today. Isolated showers tomorrow, and then more rain with better coverage arrives again by Sunday. Spots that will continue into the day tomorrow. Temperatures this afternoon in the low 50s further to the north, maybe a few 60s back in Arkansas. Rain chances today and another chance on Sunday. We could pick up maybe around 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches of rain over the next 7 days. Tomorrow in the mid 50s only for highs again. Cooler Thursday morning. A little bit of rain, a little bit of drizzle here and there. Light showers right now mostly with the greatest coverage north of I-44. Nothing severe, not looking at any thunderstorms right now. There is a severe risk today. It is a level 2 slight threat into northern Arkansas. I'd say that greatest severe threat that was actually going to be mostly off to our south, maybe even just off to our south heading into the evening. Still though, there is a chance for some storms to develop over the next couple of hours, mostly like I mentioned in northern Arkansas, with a few of these packing a punch with a severe risk for maybe some hail and damaging wind gusts. Just some rain, especially north of I-44. By around 9-10 o'clock, though, that severe threat will have wrapped up completely, and we are looking at maybe just a few light showers and a little bit of drizzle overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, and then that will continue tomorrow afternoon as well. It's cooler, 48 now here in Springfield, 46 in Camdenton as well as Lebanon, 58 now in Harrison. Cold fronts continuing to pass by. Here's a look at Harrison right now. A little bit of rain, and it's definitely pretty cloudy. Temperatures in the mid 40s as we head into the next couple of hours for many. And here's a look at tomorrow morning, where we'll sit in the mid 40s by the start of the day, and then temperatures in the afternoon climbing back into the upper 50s, mid to upper 50s by 4 o'clock. And we'll continue to see a warming trend though by the weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up soon today, and we'll hang around for a little bit longer. I'll show you when the 70s return again and our next best chance for rain after tonight coming now slowly today, situated in some of our southeasternmost counties right now. Behind the front, we still have a little bit of rain, light to moderate rain, but no storms currently. Over the next couple of hours. Right now, though, just a little bit of light rain from Douglas County back down into parts of Baxter County currently. And then in areas north of I-44, like I mentioned, light to moderate rain in a few pockets. And we'll continue to see rain over the next couple of hours with the greatest coverage north of the interstate. And here's some models trying to show maybe some of those storms developing along the front, maybe closer to around 6 p.m., mostly in north central Arkansas, and then continuing to work their way out quickly. This will be kind of a short window of opportunity for severe storms to form as that cold front moves out quickly. Now, overnight tonight, rest easy, no severe weather, but we could see maybe just a few more scattered showers. Tomorrow morning, cloudy, a few sprinkles, a little bit of drizzle again. Tomorrow is going to be another kind of dreary day for us. And then in the afternoon as well, same story. Cloudy, maybe a few sprinkles, but no widespread rain and no storms expected. It's not until Thursday that sunshine returns and temperatures will still be below average, but they will be getting better. Our severe threat today, there is a level 2 slight risk that does clip northern Arkansas now. That would be for maybe some large hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And then the Storm Prediction Center has also included maybe a very low tornado threat. But I'd say if we see any severe storms form, I'd say quarter to maybe at most golf ball sized hail possible within those storms today. Now, tomorrow, like I mentioned, it's cooler, dreary, a few sprinkles. Thursday, we're dry, we're in the mid 60s, and then we'll finally climb back into the 70s just in time for the weekend. Maybe a few evening showers Friday. Won't be widespread. Saturday's looking dry, and then another chance for some scattered rain on Sunday. Rain total wise over the next 7 days, though, this does include today. We could pick up maybe around half of an inch, inch and a half of rain. I'd say many falling closer to that half of an inch range, though, across the area. Certainly nothing drought busting, especially in northern Arkansas, but beneficial nonetheless. Now, our weather pattern features this upper level trough swinging through the central U.S. today into tomorrow. That's helping push in the cooler air that we'll see, keeping our temperatures below average. But as that trough shifts further off to our east, we have this ridge that builds off towards the west, back over towards the Rockies, and we'll start to see some warmer air filter back on in Friday through the weekend, like you saw flirting with the 80s on Saturday. Should be a pretty nice day, but this evening it's on the cooler side. 40s to 50s from now through around 9 o'clock. Overnight tonight, though, you'll notice your temperature's not going to fall too much more behind the front. We'll likely continue to sit in the mid 40s with the cloud cover tomorrow morning, and then highs tomorrow in the mid to upper 50s by around 4 p.m. 7-day of May. Let's recap what we saw in April. And here in Springfield, our average high for the month was about 73.1 degrees. That was just under 5 degrees above normal for this time of year. Average low 52.3, and then right around 6.7 degrees above average. Rain wise, we saw a decent amount, picking up nearly 7 inches of rain for the month, taking us to greater than 2 inches above normal for the month of April. Now in Harrison, 76.1 was your average high, well above normal as well, 6.5 degrees, and your average lows were very warm throughout the month, 54.5, and that was nearly 8 degrees above normal for this time of year. But your rain totals were looking pretty normal for the month, but you really needed a lot more than that. Here's a look. I just want to remind you our annual rainfall departure. So despite it being a very wet month here in Springfield, we're still looking at around 1/2 inch of a rainfall deficit for the year. West Plains greater than 4 inches, and then nearly 2.5 inches now, I would say, in Harrison and north central Arkansas. Still getting slammed with very dry weather overall and drought conditions continuing. So the rain falling today and another chance Saturday night into Sunday going to be very beneficial for us. On radar, satellite imagery shows clouds locked on in and rain situated mostly north of I-44 right now. Still a few storms possible though this evening, especially into parts of northern Arkansas. A chance for some of those to be on the strong to severe side. Temperature's not really going to go anywhere. I'd say over the next couple of hours into tomorrow morning. We'll wake up in the mid 40s, let's say around 44, 45 degrees for many. Winds a little breezy coming in from the northwest, not too bad though. And hey, winds will begin to pick up just a bit heading into the weekend for your Friday. We'll talk more about your weekend forecast when temperatures warm back up coming up soon. Looking at a little bit of rain situated mostly north of I-44, and this is actually behind the cold front where we're watching for potential storm development over the next couple of hours. Will actually be south of I-44 and potentially into parts of northern Arkansas, maybe a little bit better of a chance, but everything's stayed pretty tame for now. There is a severe risk today. It is a level 2 slight threat back into northern Arkansas. That's going to be for quarter-sized hail, maybe up to golf ball size, and we'll say 60-mile-an-hour winds is kind of those greatest threats. Now, over the next few hours, here's this model showing those storms trying to develop. Like I mentioned, mostly in northern Arkansas. Rain continues north of the interstate, and then heading into the evening, rain wraps up. We'll see maybe just a few isolated light showers overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, with a little bit of drizzle as well here and there during the day. Clouds hanging around for your Wednesday, and it will be cooler. Right now we're in the 40s, 45 in Lebanon, 45 in Warsaw, 44 in Rolla, and 50s down in Branson, Harrison, Mountain Home right now. And we'll continue to see temperatures not moving too much over the next couple of hours, staying back in the 40s for many for lows tonight, and then staying well below average tomorrow in the 50s only for highs. We'll talk more about when the 70s return again though, coming up soon.
Thank you, Danielle.
We've looked at a few scattered showers at times. Nothing severe though today. Everything stayed pretty. Now continuing to go up as we track some showers and storms that could develop along this cold front over the next few hours. And that would be mostly in northern Arkansas. Right now though, north of I-44, a bit of rain, most of it on the lighter side. A few brief pockets of some moderate rain back over towards Vernon County, up through Benton County as well. For Sales, some light to moderate rain right now, and Polk County, some moderate rain as well. We'll continue to watch storms though try to develop along that front over the next few hours. Here's a look at 6 p.m. Storms trying to develop maybe mostly south of Harrison, maybe back over towards Fulton County. Some of these could be on the strong to severe side. I'm not expecting any widespread severe storms though. Certainly nothing like what we saw last Tuesday with the major hailstorm. Nothing like that, but maybe some large hail around golf ball size, up to golf ball size, and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts in northern Arkansas. By around 10 o'clock, severe threats on out of here. The cold front will see clouds still hanging around, maybe a little bit of drizzle in spots during the day, a few light sprinkles here and there, and then clouds finally clear on out. We'll have a little bit more sunshine for your Thursday and temperatures on the cooler side the next couple of days. Level 1 marginal risk highlighted there in green, but we are looking at, I'd say, the greatest threat mostly even off to our south across parts of central Arkansas as well. Now, temperatures cooler tomorrow, only in the 50s for highs, mid 60s by Thursday, 70s Friday and Saturday, flirting with the 80s on Saturday. We could see maybe a few stray showers on Friday, more so in the evening, and then another chance for rain Saturday night into Sunday, and that will be with a cold front passing on by. Now, rain total wise, I think we pick up on average maybe around half of an inch to an inch of rain. Some locally higher totals, maybe closer to that 1.5 inches, and this is over the next 7 days. And however, I do think most will be shy of an inch in many spots. Now, here's our weather setup. We have this big upper level trough swinging through the central U.S. tomorrow, and back once again off to our west over towards the Rockies, and we'll finally start to filter in this warmer air closer to the weekend. But until then, it's going to be a little cooler tonight. By 9 o'clock, temperatures haven't moved too much, many still in the 40s. And we'll be in the mid 40s for overnight lows tonight. Tomorrow afternoon, highs back in the mid to maybe a few upper temperatures, like I mentioned, climbing back into the 70s in time for the weekend. We'll have a little bit of rain Saturday night into Sunday again. Tuesday, with temperatures warming back up into the upper 70s, low 80s again next Tuesday.
Okay.
Weather school question for the day today. True or false? Lightning never strikes the same place twice.
false?
Have you ever seen Sweet Home Alabama, the movie?
Yeah.
Then you probably know the answer. That's false.
All right.
Yes, it frequently does strike the same place twice.
No big debate on this one today.
Yep.
All right. A physical test is returning to schools for the first time in more than 10 years. The new executive order from the White House next. Will not happen tonight. It's been moved to tomorrow, a doubleheader tomorrow. So
yeah.
All that rain you're seeing on the radar is affecting St. Louis.
Yeah, causing some problems.
Yeah.
Some showers this evening, best coverage north of I-44. Storms, though, mostly in northern Arkansas, if we can get them to develop along a cold front. Highs tomorrow only in the 50s.
Yeah.
It's going to feel like a nice chilly winter day for us.
Well,
hope you didn't
spring.
hope you didn't put away the winter coat yet. If you're like me, I'm going to just be full puff coat tomorrow. We'll see temperatures, maybe. Who knows? I have one in my car still. We'll be in the 70s on Friday, though, and a little bit more rain, mostly Saturday night into Sunday morning.
All right. I got to